doesn't know me. Okay, you are recording.
Yes.
For those that doesn't know me, I am Maria Sol Dominguez, the project officer that will follow your project and will support you in the implementation of your project. I suppose that all of you attended, no, 2 persons, no, from your organization attended the grant holders meeting yesterday.
Yes,
and the day before. Yeah. So I hope you had interesting information
yes,
to carry out your project, useful information. And now the objective of this meeting is to go more in detail on your project, on the content of the project, on the weaknesses that were stressed by the experts when they assessed your proposal, to see if we can improve or take into consideration some of the recommendations given to you by the experts, and to see the things that are not clear for us, what is important for you in the implementation of the project and in the reporting of your activities. And I am open also to all your questions that you might have concerning the project, the content, and how to deal, to report, or how to communicate with us. Okay, so the project is coordinated by Safar. Safar is the coordinator?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because sometimes there is changes, and there is one person during the grant agreement phase, and then when the project starts, there is another one. So you are my contact person in this project. First of all, I would like to know, it is the first time that your university coordinates a capacity building project?
Yes, you are right. We have first time like a project coordinator.
Okay, but you have participated already many times as beneficiary, as partner, so you know how the program functions.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Okay, so now we are starting a new way of working that is called e-grant and lump sum 2 FETOP, Funding Tendent Opportunities Portal. So there are many new tools for you and many new tools also for us. So in this new scheme, this new approach to the program, the most important thing, the 2 key elements of this new approach are the work packages and the deliverables. That are the things the most important for us.
Yes,
that you carry out the activities in the way and the task in the way they were planned in your project, and you deliver the outputs, the results that were foreseen and that are in the deliverables that you have to report to us. Before that it is very important that the deliverables are clear, and the way of reporting them is also very clear, to make sure that the project had been developed and the results were achieved in the way the project was conceived. And so lump sum 2 gives you more flexibility concerning the budget and the way of managing your budget. So we are not so much interested in the how you spend the money. Of course, you have to keep track of all your invoices and all the things that related with the management of the project, because in case there is an audit that comes, you need to justify. So it is not that there is no control at all. The control is still there, but for us, EAKEA, the main concern or our main focus will be put on the deliverables and on the results of the project. So that is one I wanted to say concerning this new e-grants and this new lump sum too. Now, going to the content of your project, we saw, and the evaluators already saw that there are two projects that are very similar. They are approaching the same theme in biomedical engineering. This one and another one called I2 Pledge. I think that three of the partners are the same in both projects. The coordinator, TTPU, and I think the other one was Andijan State Medical Institute. No, if I am not wrong.
It's correct.
So yes, it's correct. In the other project, they were they were developing a bachelor degree, and you are developing a master degree. So the projects are quite complementary, and during the implementation, you should take into consideration that, and to keep in touch with the other team to be sure that you are working in the same line, because it is not very useful to develop a bachelor degree disconnected completely from the master degree. They should be complementary and in the same line. So this is one thing that you are already aware of that, and you will take into consideration when implementing your project, and when starting to organize the teams that will work in the project, and the communication between the two teams. That is the second thing that I would like to say today, is that the importance of a good selection of the teams in a stable way since the beginning of the project, because in the past, talking about our previous experience with other projects, many of the problems of the weak implementation of the project was the big turnover of staff in the teams. So it's important since the beginning that you identify in your organizations the key staff that should be involved in the project, the person that should be involved and not others. Because in many cases we receive the applications, there is the CV even of the rector or people that will never work on the project. So the teams should be selected according to the theme of the curricula that is going to be developed, and according to the experience, to the qualifications, to the skills necessary to develop the curriculum. And try to maintain them in a stable way, not to involve, to travel to other countries to the training people that are not involved at all. We need to have the staff trained, the staff that is going to deliver the master or the curriculum. It is not very useful to send people that will not be involved in the development of the project. So this is very important if you want to guarantee the success of your activity, of your project. If I understood well, you are developing a new master degree with 12 courses. Is completely new, or do you have already some courses developed, or it is completely new? I would like to clarify that.
It will, it will be exactly new programs.
Okay, completely new. Okay.
All of these new programs and new models.
Yeah, and it is going to be implemented in all the universities?
Yes, of course.
In all of them? Okay. So this is important because according to the program guide the curriculum should be implemented during the duration, within the duration of the project, and not after. So at the latest, in the last year. It would be, if possible, that would be good in the second year, to be sure that you have time enough to a good report and to a good assessment of the results. If you wait until the last minute, you will not have all the evidences and all the elements to justify that your project was achieved successfully. So this is our recommendation. According to the experts, the needs analysis was good. They are not doing any negative comments on that. So the courses have been clearly identified according to them, to the assessment. And there will be also 4 courses addressed to technicians. And I think these courses are going to be developed by 3 universities, no?
Yeah.
AndMI,
Ayşe University,
yeah.
and Bukhara Technical Institute, and Turin University. 3 universities develop the training courses and offer the training courses.
Okay, okay. So that is clear in the application, is clearly explained. And these courses are addressed are 200 technicians, I think, and unemployed people in 1 year, they say in the application. I don't know if I am right.
It's correct.
And
Yeah, correct.
And
in
the
1 year,
master,
it's
yeah, and the master to 80 students per year.
Yeah.
In all the universities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I understood well. Concerning the training, 49 academic staff will be trained in EU partners countries.
Yeah, 2 trainings.
2 trainings. There are 2
Yes.
trainings.
Yeah, one of them 28, and second one is 21. 21 teachers will participate. All of them, 49 trainers or teachers will participate.
That is very clear. For how long the trainings?
2 weeks. Both of them 2 weeks.
2 weeks each.
Each of them is.
Okay, okay, okay. So I was already during the grant implementation, we were discussing on the content of the deliverables and the information that should be provided to be clear that the trend was achieved. We still have to clarify how you will report, for instance, the participation in the training, the signature, the names of the participants, because that is sensitive. We have to pay attention to the data protection issues, and we will see. Maybe we have to check again the level of dissemination, sensitive or public. So this is one thing that we will have to check before publishing the results of the project in the platform. Okay, I see also in the application and in the comments of the experts that the Ministries of Health and Education are involved in the project as associated partners.
Yes, associated partners.
I would like to know a bit more on the role that they will play in the project and in what activities they will be involved. The 2 ministries, because they are associated, they don't have a budget allocated, but what will be the role of the ministries?
For example, the Ministry of Higher Education must be to involve the process of accreditation of new courses. It's very important. And of course, we must to agree with the Ministry of Health It's also very important. It doesn't mean Ministry of Health also must to include in this process, because their life is employment. For this reason, we must to include it Ministry of Health also.
Yeah, but the Ministry of Health, I think it is included through an institute. I don't remember. Let me see. The Center of Development of Medical Education, I think.
Yeah.
That depends on the Ministry of Health.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Because we have special courses for technical persons. I mean, the training for specialists of medical. We don't have any special courses for this type of our engineers. It will be also the new program for technical staffs, let's say for engineers. Yeah, and Ministry of Health must to give for us proposals.
Okay.
And also because you know, hospitals and other like this organization, it is not under the Ministry of Higher Education. It is under Ministry of Health. For this reason, we must to include it also Ministry of Health for these activities.
Okay, it's very important for you to include them also since the beginning of the project, also in the meetings, to invite them to the meetings and to involve them since the beginning. They can be very useful, as you say, for accreditation and also for dissemination. And yeah. Concerning the content, the equipment of your project, I see also that you have 7 student labs and 3 regional training centers. Could you please? Yeah.
Seven student labs for every university. It's established.
Yes.
And 3 regional training center in the technical universities. For example, in Andijan Nation Building, we will have a training center for the specialists. And in Bukhara Technical University. In Tashkent and Turin Polytechnic University will be post for training center.
Okay, so but these training centers, they are completely new.
New.
Suppose, no?
Yeah, it's absolutely new. Yeah, you are right.
And how are you going to? Because that is very important concerning the sustainability. Because are these training centers? How are you going to allocate the staff of the centers in order to make them sustainable?
Yeah.
They are working with people from, I don't know. Did you think already on the person that will be running the centers? The staff?
After the project, all the university will have a department of the biomedical engineering, and the staff of the biomedical engineering department will be responsible of the centers. For example, head of the department of the biomedical engineering will be responsible also the training center.
Okay. Okay.
And plus some of heads or let's say managers from hospitals also must be included in this process. Without the managers of hospital, it's not possible to organize them, let's say, like trainings.
Okay. You mentioned also in your application the Medical Engineering Society. Please, could you explain further what does it mean, the Medical Engineering Society?
The main objective of society is to open the research activities in the field of medical engineering, because until now, Uzbekistan, there is no any research activities in this field. So 3 technical universities will be host for these activities in Fergana region, Andijan Machine Building Institute will be the host for the research activities, and our training center will be the main element of the research center.
But this is an organization or medical engineering society? It's a new body, or I don't understand.
It is a it is a one field in the training center. Most of the teachers or researchers came from another region in Andijan and may do research with other professors or other specialists in one places.
But you are going to create this in the project?
Yes, in the field, in the project, we will create the society for the medical engineers.
Okay.
To communicate with each others.
Okay. I suppose that accreditation is necessary for before the implementation in this master in all universities, right? I suppose because it is new, no? The course, the master should be accredited before delivery, no? Could you confirm that?
Yes, of course.
Siz yaparsınız mı?
Yo, yapabiliyorum.
It's necessary, no, to ask for the accreditation of the. Okay, so it's very important to start as soon as possible in order to allow you to start with the implementation before very soon, because otherwise you will not have time to implement during the duration of the project.
Can I give some comments?
Yes, please.
In our education, I mean, in our rules in Uzbekistan, before accreditation, we are starting the new courses. I mean, the new direction. For example, medical engineering magister courses must be are started, and then because we don't have any because sometimes its accreditation will be after starting the new program. Sometimes it will be 5 years, one time on 5 years accreditation provided by another inspection committee. But now we have new ministry, and this ministry including higher education and of course inspection, quality inspection, and another organization, a new ministry, and for this reason I think so we must to accredit this program before we starting our new courses.
Okay, so you have
we
to
would like to discuss our partners from ministry, but the new ministry now is exactly the new ministry.
Yeah, it is important to clarify this since the beginning in order to have the necessary accreditation for starting with the master. Because one of the rules of the program is that the master should be delivered during the implementation of the project, not start when the project is finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to receive information on the students that are enrolled and what universities started the program, so on. Yeah. So
maybe,
yeah.
Sorry. Maybe some our colleagues must or would like to have some ideas about this. Is it possible? Maybe Galvanbek from Turin. What do you think?
Yes, thank you. There are two non-governmental universities, Turin Polytechnic University and the Kimya International University. So they must obtain license for establishing new educational tracks, so majors. So in this project, as Professor Juraev mentioned, that we will get accreditation for this program. So So the ministry has merged. Educational Inspectorate was the responsible body in Uzbekistan to provide the license for non-governmental universities. Now, from this year, beginning of this year, so Educational Inspectorate is inside of the Ministry of Higher Education. So Ministry of Higher Education will provide for all partners the approval for establishing new master program within the project.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. What else? Yes, could you explain a bit in depth the 4 courses for technicians? Because you are developing 4 courses apart the master.
About the name of this course, is it possible to explain something about this? I would like to comment additional. Yodgaber will start. Yeah, okay.
Okay, we are planning to develop 4 training courses for technicians. You can see the list of the courses, and this course is came from us from the the Center of the Medical Devices. They asked us for which kind of training courses are really needed for nowadays. So they recommended 4 training courses to develop during the project. So we have chosen these courses, and during the project we have planning to develop lecture materials and video courses for all the course, and each one course include lecture materials and at least 15 video lectures in one course.
How many credits, or what is the duration of the courses?
It is about maybe 3 or 6 credits. Every lecture has 1 hour, and it's around 15 lectures in one course. It may be maybe 6 credits, I think.
Okay. So and this is for technicians, you say?
For technicians, yes, engineers and other who interested in this kind of things. And all the courses will be uploaded on our website, and who really want interested in this kind of course, they will watch and they can read these courses. It will be open source material.
Okay. Yes, because you in your application you mentioned the open online course. Is this one?
Yeah. This one, yes.
The four. Okay.
I would like
yes.
Some comment about the technicians. What does it mean, technicians? This is exactly managers of hospitals. Let's say hospital engineers, and plus some of technicians who really work with equipment, including hospitals and including, let's say, service companies also.
Okay. Concerning the equipment, it is for the student labs. It's very technical. What kind of equipment are you going to buy for the project? What is the content of the equipment?
We have planned to buy 1 interactive panel. It's one of the interactive panel, and the next one is application. It's like how can I say? It's application things which students can watch how to repair the medical devices.
But it's a software.
A software, yes, software. It's a software on which students can watch how to maintain, repair the medical devices, and what is inside of the medical devices. They can watch and they can see the visually. It's like virtual laboratory.
Okay, but for the amount of the purchase, do you need to go through the rules for acquisition for the tendering procedure?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to use the rules for tendering, national rules for tendering procedures?
Yeah.
So that is very important that you keep in touch with the NEO that can provide you advice on recommendations on how to proceed with the part. Maybe you are already used to do the acquisition of equipment in your university. I don't know. But that should be foreseen at the since beginning, because that sometimes takes a lot of time in many countries. And more in case you have to buy to do the tenders in the international market, and with the customs clearance and all the procedures are sometimes very heavy. And that is one of the things that should be planned at the very beginning of the project, the acquisition of equipment, to be sure that the equipment will be available during the project and when it is necessary for the implementation of the project, and not at the end, the last few months where you cannot use it for the project. So I don't know if you have any more questions to me concerning your project, or I think there is something in the chat.
I would like to give some comments about the equipment, why we choose this kind of software or something like this. Because in Uzbekistan, not only in Uzbekistan, maybe in Uzbekistan, very important, we have a lot of companies who is exactly working in our market, I mean, medical equipment market. But unfortunately, we don't give any supports to maintenance and repair our high technology equipment. For this reason, we need exactly software for this. If in any case we don't have good results, because our engineers, I mean our students, master student course, who graduated this courses, they don't have any ideas about this program. Unfortunately, this is deals of high, let's say, high quality medical equipment in technologies. We have a lot of companies in Uzbekistan, and we don't have any. We have a lot of problems with, let's say, companies who exactly providing this equipment. We give only just a little short time courses. It is not. It is not. I can tell it is not useful for us. We need exactly as a good training. And for this reason, we need like this kind of equipment. Thank you.
Thank you. So maybe in that sense, your European partners can give you some advice on that, or some orientations or guidance on how to do. Okay, so from my side, I think I don't have many more questions because it was very clear. There were not many comments from negative comments from the experts, for the evaluators on this proposal. It was quite clear. The content of the courses to be developed was clear in the application. The identification, the needs identification also for the evaluators was clear. Mm-hmm. And the justification of the proposal also. So just to recommend you to be in touch with the other project in order to create synergies, in order to avoid duplications, and to get the best use of the staff allocated to the project. And I don't think I don't have more recommendation to start to clarify. Yes, to clarify the role and the task of the two ministries, how to involve them. This is the beginning. They are very important.
Okay.
not only for the dissemination, also for the accreditation and for the support to guarantee the sustainability of the project.
Of course.
And also to put the focus on the sustainability, not only of the master courses developed, but also sustainability of the structure that you are creating.